Hi lovelies, it's Dawnny P here. Hope everybody's safe and well, and welcome to this video today. The die set I've got to share with you today is the latest Tonic Studios designer choice. This is designer choice number 16 and it's called Vibrant Votive. So as the name suggests, it's a set which enables you to make little holders for your votives, your little tea lights and what have you. It's absolutely gorgeous and very, very easy to put together. Make a smashing little gift. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the dies. We'll then have a look at the samples that I've made, and then we'll put one together at the end. As always, I'll put the timings in the description so that if you come back at a later date and you want to just access one of the sections, you can go straight to it. I hope that helps. Okay, so this is the die set we've got here. So these two pieces here are your base pieces and these are your side pieces. So obviously that's got 6 sides, this has got 4, and your side panels here, it's a double panel. So if you're going to make a 6-sided box, you would cut 3. If you're going to do a square, you'd cut 2. So you've got your 4 pieces there, or your 6 pieces for this. And then all the other pieces in the set are for your decoration. So, you know, lots and lots of scope here. So it's a verso set, so you've got inside and outside edges. And what we've got here, this is our outside edge. So you can use this with your design papers or anything you want really to cut that out, and that will cut a mat, that shape, and you can stick that onto there. Or if you wanted, you can cut your inside edge straight into the panel, the side panel, and that'll give you an effect like this. So you've got, you know, sort of holes in the side, if you like, for the light to pass through. So it's a good idea for this set, so you can see the tea lights in them. Obviously you can cut both of them together and stick those down as a mat. Then we've got 2 lovely handles here. This one has got beautiful embossed butterflies on it, and it's also got little slits all the way along, so you could thread ribbon through that one. This one has got 2 holes on either end, so you can join them together with a brad and attach them to your votive if you want. Votive holder. This is another inside edge die, so that can be cut straight into your panel. And then these 2 here, that can go this way or that way. You've got little like a little running stitch, if you like, which will work either way, and that can go in there, and you've got that one which could work with it. Or you've got this set here, which is a smaller outside edge, and that could work like that. So you could have the base of your side sort of solid, but you could just cut that into the top if you wanted. Or you could cut the 2 together, and then the little bit in the middle, you could just tie some ribbon around there, or you could bend the handle round. So that's those. Then we've got a little tag, and that says smile, with a mat to go with it. And then we've got a little flower. We've got a corner, verso corner here, so that could, where have you gone? So that could be cut into that like that on either side, works either way. And then we've got this sweet little design here which is embossed, and that could sit at the top there. So those are the dies, smashing little set as I said. Right, what we'll do now is we'll have a little look at the samples, and I'll see you back here in a second. you enjoyed looking at those samples. They look absolutely stunning when the tea lights are switched on, don't they? Loads of ideas for home decor and, you know, as I say, for giving little gifts. So what we're going to do, we're going to put together a 6-sided box. As I say, this will work with a 4-sided as well, but I'm going to show you how to put a 6-sided box together. What I've done, I've prepped some of it. So I've cut my 3 side panels using that die there. So we've cut 3 of those. And then I've cut 6 of my outside edge here. And I've cut it out of watercolour card. I've used our watercolour, our Craft Perfect watercolour card here. And then I've just spritzed it and I've added some shimmer powders. I've used Golden Sparkle and Atlantis Burst to make this. It's quite nice actually. So if you see any sort of green bits on my hands, you'll know why. And then on the inside, I've just used plain gold mirror card, and the reason I've done this is because it looks stunning. When the lights are on, it really, you know, gives off a really nice glow. So let's put this together. So I've done 2 panels already. I'm just going to finish this one off with you. So what I'm going to do is glue my mirror card on the inside. Like this. Put that on the inside like so. A piece of kitchen roll, because this stuff marks, doesn't it? Marks like billio. And then on this side, what I've done on the back of this, I've actually added a bit of double-sided tape because it's had water on it. Sometimes it bows a tiny bit. You can't help that really when you've got water and paper. So I find if I put a little bit of double-sided tape on, it sort of stops that and it sticks more securely onto my card. Every time I see this green, it takes me back to a horror story I had some years back. I read, you know, these things that pop up on your feed. I read that to get your feet nice and soft, you know, if you're going on holiday, if you soak them in Listerine and I think it was like liver salts or bath salts or something like that, and it's supposed to make your feet beautiful. So I did it. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't work. Don't ever do it, people, because what happened was I took my feet out of my little foot spa and they were blue. And they were blue the next day despite having lots of showers, and they were blue the next day and the day after that. It took me about a week. So don't do it. So every time I see this colour now, it takes me back to that. Oh, anyway, I'm digressing. So on here, what we're going to do, you've got your little tabs here, and I've reinforced all the creases before I stuck all these down. If you're going to use your verso, your inside edges, what I would do, I would reinforce all your creases before you cut these into your side panel. It just sometimes when you run it through the machine again, those crease lines can soften a little bit. So on my side panel, I'm going to put on this side tab on the right side, I'm going to put some double-sided tape. You can use glue if you want. I'm using this for speed. Cut that there and cut that there. If you find that it's sort of overcut a little bit when you close it like that, I can see, you probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a tiny little bit of red line of tape there. So just take your scissors and carefully snip that away. Otherwise, sometimes you get like a sticky line. Whoops. Okay, so that's that on there. And then the bottom tabs, I'm going to put this tape on the wrong side. Okay, so that's going to go on here like this. I'm going to stick it straight across, and then I'm going to trim that like that. Let's move you. And again, I'm going to look and see. I've got a little bit of a where the tape's overhanging, so let's trim that off. Don't quite know why this is not, there we go. Do you know, it always plays up. The minute it sees a camera, this tape, it plays up. Right, that's that piece. And then this little V in the middle, I'm just going to snip that out. You might have tape a little bit, I don't know what that is, about 3mm or something. You can get it even narrower, if you will, but I haven't got any, unfortunately. Let's get that off there, so we don't want that on the wrong side. And then the only other thing I've cut is my bases, and I've cut 2 of these, so I'm going to put one like that, so my inside is neat, but obviously then you'll see like your workings out on that side, so I'm just cutting another one to cover that up. Okay, so let's put these together. First thing I do is I'm going to join the sides. Now there's lots of ways to do this, and the other girls may have different ways than this, so if you find a way that works for you, go with it. A little bit of glue along there. I'll attach my next piece, and I'm lining up the bottom crease with the bottom crease on the next piece, like so. Okay, and then let's get these bits out of the way. I'm going to do the same on this last piece here. If it will come off, there we go. And again, oops, a little bit of glue on there. And I'll attach that last piece. And at this point in time, I'm not going to take the tape off that piece. I'm going to leave that. Oops, a daisy, we've got glue all over these. Sorry if that camera's shaking a little bit. Right. I think I might have just overdone it there. Anyway. So I've stuck that one down, but what I could try and do, I've just overshot that a little bit so that it's just gone over that inside. No, it doesn't really matter. I don't think when it's on you'll see it. Right, next bit is attaching the base. So I'm going to take these off 2 at a time, or rather I'm going to try and take these off 2 at a time. 1, 2, dear me, 2. You know that little tip I told you on the last video? There you go. See, it does work. Just put your backing tape onto some kitchen roll. A little bit of glue on there, like so. And then what I do is I get that point in there. It's hard for me to do this while it's sort of flat, but I'll try. And then swing that round that way, like so. I usually do it sort of stood up like this. So, and then round we go to the next 2. I'll turn it that way, maybe you can see what I'm doing. I'm only taking the tape off, so it's not anything exciting really. What's that? Another little bit of glue on there. All these glue marks on the mirror card, we can wipe those off at the end. And there's the 3rd side, 4th side, and then, oops a daisy, like that. We're going to take this last 2 off. 1, 2. Little bit of glue on there. And then I'm going to put it on its side for this, upside down for this last bit. Put the penultimate piece down, turn it over, give it a press, and then this last piece here, like so. And before I stick it down completely, I'm going to remove the backing tape from that, and I'm going to stick that, I hope I haven't gone out of shot there, stick that together like that, and then that piece will go on the base like that. Okay, so your inside is nice and neat when you look into it, and now all we've got to do, oops, is cover the base, because that looks a bit tatty like that. And all I'm going to do is add a little bit of glue on there, like so, and then I'll hold it, pinch it that way, and then that way I just go around all the sides to make sure it's stuck down. Now normally I would get my bottle of glue and I'd bang it. If I do that, this camera's going to shake like Billy-O, so I'll just press it down like that. But you can see now that's nice and neat on both sides. All we've got to do now is put our tea lights in. I'm putting 3 in this one, but you don't have to. I mean, these are cheap as chips, aren't they, these? Can you see that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? But if I turn this light off, you might be able to see it a bit better here. Can you see that? And I'll turn this one off. Hang on. Let's see if I can turn my other light off like that. There we go. You see that? Isn't it lovely? So if you had the holes in the side, it would look really, really nice. You'd see all that light shining through. And if you wanted to put the mirror card in, you could just cut your outside, your inside edge into the panel that you put on the inside and the one that you put on the outside. Let me put my light back on. Where are we? There we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's given you some ideas. Excuse me, I'll just put the light back on, although I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. So thank you very much for stopping by today, and I'll see you again soon. Take care and stay safe. Bye.